June is quite the astrologically busy month. Right from the get-go, we have a Mercury retrograde happening in your 12th house. With this transit, you will likely be feeling like you need to hide from the world more than ever. This is nothing new for Cancer, but this time your hibernation period will come with an additional need to look deeper into your psyche for answers. Answers to what, you might ask? Well, you will likely not even know what you are looking for in the first place. During this retrograde, you might have the unshakable feeling that you are missing something you can't quite tell what it is. Likely coming from your sixth sense, this vague, confusing feeling will see its resolve towards the middle of the retrograde once the Sun goes conjunct with Mercury. Don't be surprised if unresolved themes from your past come up in a new light. This sixth sense will allow you to be prepared so that you can deal with it once and for all, so watch out for that. Mercury retrogrades are also generally characterized by miscommunications. Since it's happening in your 12th house, the house of the hidden and silence, you may find it especially challenging for people to understand you at this time. In order to avoid confusion, be careful with the words you use. Avoid being overly metaphorical and philosophical, though I know this is almost impossible for a crowd like you. Be direct and precise with your speech, and you'll thank yourself later. It will be a chance to get out of your comfort zone and think more about what others want to hear as opposed to what you want to say. That's not to say that you should be a people pleaser, you are quite good at that already, but this will be an exercise on how to talk to people in their own language. It's a good exercise for your communication skills, and if you are up for the challenge you will come out much more eloquent on the other end of the retrograde. Mercury is not the only one moving backwards this month, though. Saturn will be retrograde all month in your 8th house. The theme of nostalgia and loss is very prevalent when he transits this house. If you have in any way been resistant to any sort of change in your life, Saturn is here to ask why. The ringed planet symbolizes our restrictions. During this retrograde, you are pushed to stop creating barriers around yourself due to attachment to the past. Maybe you miss the simpler days of your childhood when you didn't have as many responsibilities, and life wasn't as complicated as it is today. Saturn, also representing time, invites you to make do with what you have in the present. The complexities of life build character and make things interesting. Still, if you keep looking back, you will never get to enjoy the new and exciting things that life has to offer, despite all of the hardship that comes with growing older. Especially with your birthday coming soon, this is a time to celebrate how far you've come and in the road ahead. Give to the past what belongs to it, and free your hands for new blessings. Uranus will also be making a square with Saturn in your 11th house. This calls attention to your friendships in relation to your sense of attachment. Perhaps it is your friend group that keeps you grounded in the past, or maybe some of them could be the ones holding you from moving forward. Uranus radical energy can come to shake the balance of this dynamic. This square will point at any negativity, especially codependency, present in your closest relationships. Cancers fall into a habit of taking care of others and expecting the same in return, but that is not always the case. Pay attention to how much you give and how much you receive in return. Additionally, maybe it's time for you to focus on taking care of yourself and, consequently, letting the people you love do the same. You must trust people's ability to fend for themselves. It could be that what is keeping you from moving forward is believing that people need you. You must learn to be okay with that not being true. Everyone needs their independence, yourself included. Take advantage of the new moon in Gemini of the 10th for some fresh mental energy. It will help you lay all your worries on the table to carefully tend to them. Once the full moon happens in your opposing sign, Capricorn, you will get much of the earth energy that will help you solidify your self-confidence. It also helps that the full moon will happen in your 7th house of relationships, bringing much more clarity to the issues pertaining to the Saturn-Uranus square. This month is all about going outside of your comfort zone and learning to stand tall on your own without fear of the future. Thank you so much for watching. Please give us a thumb up if you liked the video. Subscribe our YouTube channel not to miss the next video horoscope. Visit our website GoToHoroscope.com where you can find actual horoscope for today. Download our apps from Google Play and App Store to have your daily horoscope always on hand.